What's going on, everybody? It's your observant lineman, Uche Nwaneri. Michael Strahan, one of the greatest defensive ends to play in the NFL, one of the most recognizable news personalities in morning news, has made a little adjustment in his life that, for what I can tell, has him all smiles. Let's take a look at this little 1-minute video that kind of takes us through this new change in Michael Strahan's life.
If I go home and say I'm going to do it, it'll be don't do it. If I post, it'll be don't do it. If I talk to my friends, it'll be don't do it. If I talk to my business partner, it'll be like don't do it. But I got to do what I want to do for myself now, you know. You're the only one who knows.
No, we're just going to show them.
And you're the best at this stuff, so I'm here.
And I want to get that?
Yep. Okay, ready?
Just so we can get you out of here.
Okay, girl.
It was 2 seconds.
Here's the moment. 50 years of the making. Here we go. Let's do it. I love it, holy fuck.
You like it?
So as you can see there, Michael Strahan had his gap filled. Now, anybody who knows about Michael Strahan instantly knows that one of the most recognizable things about him is the big gap he had in between his front teeth. And he got that filled in, and many people are happy for him. I'm happy for him. I used to have a gap in the middle of my teeth, and I could stick my tongue through it. Before I went to college, I got braces. After about 1.5 years, that gap closed, and I got that brilliant smile. So, you know, what's crazy about this, and this, again, is the world of social media, obviously, is with somebody doing something for himself. Michael Strahan probably felt somewhat insecure about this his entire life. I know that to a certain extent, when I had my gap, I felt a little bit self-conscious about it as a young kid. So, you know, as a grown man, he has an opportunity to change that, to gain a little bit more confidence in himself. And, you know, in social media, you get the good with the bad in everything. And in this situation, it's no different, as you'll see here, that there are people who actually come out to speak against him getting his gap filled. Like this person here says, "Thanks for telling gap-toothed kids they're not good enough until they fill it in. Wasn't hurting anything, so I can only think it was a shallow thing to do. Hope it's an April Fool's joke because, well, it's your tooth, but it's not you anymore." I mean, come on. That's just ridiculous. That is such a boneheaded statement to make about somebody doing something with their own money to their own body. Doesn't matter whether or not, you know, other kids have gap teeth. I know that they probably, if they had a chance, they'd get it filled in. If they don't, that's fine. Some people are fine with having their teeth like that, and some people, you know, aren't. And in Michael Strahan's case, he was ready to make that move. He was ready to get that gap filled in. So now it's turned into a situation where people are trying to make it seem as if he's self-hating or as if he's betraying gap-toothed kids. I mean, where do you come up with this kind of stuff on Twitter? There's literally somebody to complain about anything on Twitter. It's unbelievable. The next reply, "Yeah, but gap teeth kids everywhere looked up to you, and many can't afford to have this done because it's considered cosmetic. Sincerely, a kid who grew up gap toothed." Like, is it really on your mind like that? Does it really bother you that a football player, a guy who's in charge of his own life, a guy who has his own job, decided to get some dental work done? That really offends you. That really is him, like, betraying children who looked up to him? Did the kids look up to him because he had a gap tooth only? Or did they look up to him because he was a great football player? He's a recognizable face on TV. I mean, let's be serious. I mean, it's one thing if you say, "Oh man, I'm going to miss that gap." It's kind of what was your trademark. You know, that's fine. That's at least a take that makes some sense. I mean, I find it a little bit different looking at him now in that video when he smiled. His teeth looked kind of weird, not gonna lie. But it's on him. That's what he wanted to do for himself in his life. I mean, come on, people, let him live his life. And here's somebody who actually makes a little bit of sense. So glad he's happy and doing it for himself. His gap never bothered me or caused a distraction like the situation going on with the bottom half of Will Ferrell's mouth. Come on, Will. I know braces are annoying, but Invisalign, removable retainer at night, headgear, something. A little comedy there, a little humor. I can dig that. Some people, many people here obviously are supportive. Honestly, good on you. I hope this change makes you happy and continues to do so. I mean, I guess congrats. Your gap used to make me feel better about mine, but go AWF. Okay, I don't know what that means. So at the end of the day, Michael Strahan gets his gap filled. Shouldn't be an issue of controversy. Shouldn't be anything that really evokes, many negative vibes or anything like that. But, of course, with social media, you have the best and the worst of people and how they respond to things people do for their own lives. Michael Strahan getting his gap filled doesn't mean that people who have gap teeth are any less in their worth. I mean, it doesn't mean that they should feel less confident about their teeth if they don't want to. I mean, if they're able to get it fixed and they want to do that, that should be on them, and it should be fine for them to do whatever makes them feel good in their life. I just feel like people are way too eager to make an issue out of something when it shouldn't be an issue at all. Let me know what you guys think. Michael Strahan has filled in his gap. Do you miss the gap? Do you think that he's betraying gap teeth children? Leave your comments down below. Hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe to the Observant Lineman, Uche Nwaneri, if you haven't already done so. Appreciate you guys so much for checking out this video, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.